Hey, this ain't a hard decision to make. It's Beyond the Gloves
sir.
podcast.
Wearing black with gold trim, he's undefeated at 24-0 with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. He weighed in at 175 3/4 pounds, and he's fighting out of Houston.
Yep.
Yes,
sir.
Cedric.
Yes, sir. Drop a bomb for you, dog. Blow some horns for me. Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. It's the Beyond the Glove podcast, and you are chilling with your host with the most. You know what I'm saying, Cedric, the big stepper, not the little one. You dig? And we gonna talk boxing, but in this one, little something special. I'm gonna call this it's my segment, what I like to call 12 rounds of rapid fire, and we gonna get these shots off, and we gonna make sure we ain't punching after the bell, you did. But these topics are going to be based on, you know what I'm saying, the topics that's going on in boxing today, which the fight that happened this weekend with AJ and Dubois, also Hamza Sheeraz, the back and forth that's going on with Tank and Devin. What else we got? Let me look at these podcast notes because I don't want to go off script. Let's see. Whole lot of talk with AJ, Tank, Canelo, Munguia, Dubois. Is that his name? Buatsi. Let me look up his name real quick, but we gonna get these shots off, like I said, and hopefully we don't get caught with hitting after the bell. Like I said, it's a 12-round fight. We're going to make sure we get them out of there in 12 rounds or less. You know what I mean? First topic, we're going to go over the fight with AJ. Well, I think he went wrong because let Eddie Hearn tell it. AJ, did everything right. He just couldn't recover after that first round. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to get these shots off. We're going to have... yes, sir. Let's put 3 minutes on the clock, and we're going to dissect this. You know what I mean? Let's get to it.
Round one.
Let's go. AJ. In the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to break this down real quick. AJ, in my opinion, he came out wrong. AJ came out with his hands here. Knowing Dubois is a puncher, hands should have been here. Now, if y'all go back and look at YouTubes, go back and look at the videos of when AJ was with Derrick James under him, getting trained under him. You know what I'm saying? AJ hands was here. His hands was here. He was shooting from here. AJ would have been better off shooting from here. And also in my speculations, with the backing that AJ comes with, and with the training that he had, I feel like another thing I felt like in that fight, AJ might have not had the right sparring partners to prep him for that fight. Because another thing I was looking at was AJ was gauging distance all wrong. You know what I mean? His distance was always off. The time he got caught, when he got caught in the first round, he got caught pulling out. He pulled out, but he thought he was out of distance of Dubois. And Dubois clipped him with that right hand and said, and set the man down. We ain't gonna curse in this episode, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want YouTube flagging my videos and nothing like that. You know what I mean? But and he got clipped, So my thing is, the sparring partners you had, did they have the same or the similar reach as Dubois? That way you would have been training the right way to get out of the way of those punches. And when it's known in boxing, as high as AJ went. I think he's 2-time unified champion, 2 or 3 times unified champion. You know what I'm saying, something like that. You don't pull out with your hands here. So if you're gonna pull out, you know what I'm saying? You pull out here, not here. And he pulled out here and paid a big price for it. You know what I'm saying? Big price for it. And he just had an uphill battle in that whole fight. And also when he hurt Dubois, he went to attack him. But knowing Dubois got a punch in boxing, I'm saying, like a puncher's chance, he shouldn't have been going at them like that. He stayed with his hands here. I ain't like that for AJ. AJ, to me, I didn't have a dog in the fight, you know what I mean? But I was leaning more toward AJ because I'm thinking AJ was a more superior boxer. Gotta hurry and get this shot off. And also, another thing y'all should look at, we're gonna take this on around too. Also, another thing y'all should look at is who did AJ fight going into that Dubois fight? And who did Dubois fight going into that AJ fight? We're gonna take a rest and we gonna finish rapping about that AJ and Dubois, you know what I'm saying? But meantime, between time, I gotta get my water break. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Because a man can't get long-winded. Rapid fire, rapping these shots off, and we got to get to it, baby. But like I said, if you ain't know, now you know, because this is the...
You are now listening to the Beyond the Gloves podcast. Subscribe now.
So make sure you subscribe.
Beyond the Gloves podcast. Get a ringside seat to ringside action.
Final round.
Hey, yo, Cedric, let's get it going.
Let's go. Coming back out. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Round 2.
So, who did AJ fight going into? AJ last fight before he stepped into the Dubois fight was against Francis Ngannou. Now, why? If you're gonna take the Dubois fight, I feel like he should have had another fight before he actually stepped into that Dubois fight. Because Dubois was fighting real boxers, real people who've been doing this for a long time in this sport. You know, Dubois was fighting what most people might deem as killers. And AJ, he fought Otu Aileen, and then he fought after that. He fought first fight he had was Hellenius, and then I believe he went against Otu Aileen, and then he fought Francis Ngannou. Now the Otu Aileen and the Hellenius fight, okay, but if you're gonna take that money grab in the Francis Ngannou, have another fight that's gonna push you in the right position that you can be in once you take on a Dubois. Because Dubois, he's a beast. He's a monster. He's an animal. You know what I'm saying? He proved that. Now, some might have looked at Dubois as a quitter because what happened in the Usyk fight. And then also what happened in the Joe Joyce fight. But Dubois, on his get back, he was fighting real thumpers because he felt he had something to prove to the boxing world, to his promoter, to his naysayers. And he had to get it back in blood. He had to. Losing was not an option for Dubois. And on Saturday evening for us, Saturday night for them probably, Dubois had a tough task ahead of him, but he knew that. AJ was trying these intimidation tactics, but they wasn't working because Dubois knew he faced the better opposition going into that fight. Dubois, he's younger, he's hungrier, he's more grittier, and he knew that he was going to go in there taking on the man that generate all that money to the UK when it comes to fight night. Dubois knew that he had the bag in hand because he knew he had more heart than AJ, and he got the win, and that's that. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Let me take my water break because we wrapping these shots. Rapid fire, baby. On to the next topic. What we on next? Let's see. We don't want to get off topic. Brief second. Let me pull this up. We still on rapid fire. Y'all gotta excuse me for a brief second. Let me continue to do my work because we got bigger fish to fry. So let's go. I'm just pulling up this event card. So there we go. Joshua Dubois versus Willie Hutchinson. Let my bell go off so we can get at it. And we get to it. You got 10 seconds. And like I said, if you ain't know, now you know.
You are now listening to the Beyond the Gloves podcast.
I never stop saying
Subscribe
it. You know
now.
Let's get to it. Joshua Dubois versus Willie Hutchinson. Now, Joshua Dubois came in the ring with a chip on his shoulder because he knew that the naysayers was writing him off for a long time because they've been looking for Joshua Dubois to step up. They've been looking for him to step up. And every time it's time to step up, they say he either pull out or something happen. They've been looking for him to step up for a long time. And he's under the tutelage of Hunter. Darn it, I forgot his first name. But Andre Ward's trainer. You know, he's under the tutelage of him. So lots of people been looking for Dubois to step up. But he wasn't. So they didn't know if he was really a water walker or if he was just a mouth talker, you know? And everybody didn't really know Willie Hutchinson until he fought in that 5v5 and knocked off Craig Richards. And Craig Richards, he is the previous opponent of Dimitri Bivol. So they looked at, most people was picking Craig Richards because they didn't know Willie Hutchinson. Willie Hutchinson was pretty much an unknown. But Frank Warren knew who he had, and he knew he had the better fighter. And he put Willie in there that night. And Willie showed us that he's really a water walker. Now, most people seeing that and knowing that Dubois always putting out of these fights, these step-up fights he's supposed to be having, and they say Dubois is not ready for Willie Hutchinson. And he went in there and showed y'all that he's not only ready, but he's ready for other big steppers up there at the light heavyweight division. Now, most people think after that win, that's not enough. It's enough for me. I was a previous light heavyweight, so I know what's up there. I know what's up there, man. We drop a bomb. I know what's up there. I know. I've been there. The Kovalevs, the Bivols. I've been there. You know? So I know what's up there. I do think that it will be a hell of a fight with him and David Benavidez. A hell of a fight. It'll also be a hell of a fight with him and Anthony Yarde But these fights that are fights that need to be made because Willie Hutchinson did his thing on Saturday, and I loved how he worked. You know, he even dropped him. I love how he kept going to the body. That man invests in the body. Who. Y'all gotta wait because I can't get caught hitting after the bell because I ain't trying to get disqualified. So we finna get back to Willie Hutchinson and Joshua Dubois, right? And in 1 second, let me get my. I ain't get a little long-winded. You know what I'm saying? Water break me, please. You dig? We finna, but like I said, we gonna keep ripping them off. We gonna keep our foot on their neck, and we gonna let these people know that he's really a water walker, and we finna keep ripping him. So let me get back to it. Yes, sir. We back at it. So Willie Hutchinson, Joshua Dubois. Willie Hutchinson, love how he went to the body. I hate that I can't think of the trainer's name. Y'all out there, help me out. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even, hey, hit me in the comments. Let me know what the man name. Hey, I might think of it once the show is done. But Andre Ward's trainer. I love how he teaching him to also, you know what I'm saying, how he dig into that body, man. And those body shots is what broke Willie Hutchinson down. In which I tell a lot of the fighters that I work with, anybody who I've ever worked with, I tell them, I always say, Bird Hunter. Bird! Hey, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? It be like that sometimes. But any fighter I work with, I tell them it's good. Man, hey, go to that man's body. It's going to break him down. And when you in those 10 and 12 round fights, you need to go to that man's body because it's going to break him down. It's definitely going to break him down. He's not going to be the same fighter that he was in the second, third, fourth round, in the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth round. He's not going to be that same fighter. He's not. Trust me. And Willie Hutchinson showed that he was not that same fighter once Dubois drug him in to deep waters. He wasn't that same fighter. You know, and like I said, I want to see who they match my man. I want to see who they match my man's up with next. I like I said, I like to see him against Anthony Yard. Definitely against Dave Benavidez. A step up against Bivol or Better Beef. Not right now. Let me see how he look against those other water walkers at that weight class, like a Anthony Yard, even Alexander Vosnik, David Benavidez. You know, I like to see how he looked against those other top guys, those other, I guess, B-level or gatekeepers at 75. And if he do what he's supposed to do against them, then yes, throw him in a Bivol fight. Throw him in a Better Beef fight. Throw him in there with these other guys who's going to really challenge him so we can really see champion material. Because beating a Willie Hutchinson don't prove that you're a champion material. It just proves that you're really a water walker. And you were just waiting on your time. And your time has come. So let's, put that man in there with somebody. You did. Let's go. We getting these rounds off. And we're going to get to it. Next, we getting into Sheeraz. Hamza Sheeraz. Hamza Sheeraz versus Tyler Denny. We gonna get to it. Hamza Sheeraz versus Tyler Denny. We gonna get to it. we're gonna see if it is what it is or if it ain't what it ain't. And like I said, we're gonna continue to keep our foot on their neck and continue to keep applying this pressure. Because like I said, I tell y'all this every time. I am not just a podcast. I don't just talk about these fighters because I can sit behind a keyboard and just type. No, we talk it because we did it. We do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's go. Hunter Sheeraz versus Tyler Denny. Now, Tyler Denny was pretty much like an unknown to some of the casuals out there, but he's a UK fighter. He's going into the Hunter Sheeraz fight. He was I believe 19-3 with no losses. No, I'm sorry, 19-3 with 19-2 with one loss by knockout. But he's not a puncher. Out of 19 fights, he only had one fight in the knockout. You know what I mean? He only knocked one of his opponents out. Now with the Hamza Sheeraz, my briefing on my entry to getting to know Hamza Sheeraz was when he fought in the 5v5 against someone who I know personally. It's Austin Ammo Williams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta come right when you announce it. You know, you gotta come right when you announce his name. Mr. Austin Ammo Williams, you did. And honestly, in that fight, I was like, it's gonna be a tough run for Austin. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know much about Hamza, but the people forgot the guy's name, but the guy he fought going into that the win he was coming off going into that Austin fight, I was like, that was a good win for him. So me knowing that and me knowing the people that Austin beat going into the Hamza Sheeraz fight, I said this is going to be a tough task for him. It's going to be a tough fight, and I want to see how he handled it. I thought that, like I said, it was going to be a tough fight for Austin, but I also said that this is when Austin will truly be tested. And this was my thought going into the fight. But also, I have to remind y'all that I was under the impression that he was going into the fight with some trainers who I knew very personally, like the Bobby Biddens, the White Fragils, you know what I'm saying? The Aaron Navarros. I was under the impression that he was going into the fight with those guys. I wasn't under the impression that he was going to the fight with y'all know his name. I mean, messing with these trainers' name. He trained he trained Erickson Lubin. Hey, it'll come to me, but I wasn't under the impression. I know he worked with him one time. Kevin Cunningham. I wasn't. Hey, let me get these shots off real quick. You know what I'm saying? Before I get caught here after the bell, I wasn't under the impression that he was going to the fight with him. So I was like, whoo! Hey, hold up. Hey, I'm not trying to get caught with him after the bell, but we gonna get back to it. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Man, we gotta get to it, you know what I'm saying? But like, hey, I thank y'all for joining me on this podcast, you know what I'm saying? I thank y'all for helping me grow this podcast, you know what I'm saying? My subscribers are going up. I thank y'all, I appreciate y'all. Hey, so don't be afraid to hit that. I don't know if it's over here. It might be over here. Hit that subscribe button, man, and help me continue to grow this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Help me continue to get up there, you know what I'm saying? Because when I blow, who used to say that? like Martin say, hey, when I blow, blue. We blow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get to it though. Back to the Austin fight. I wasn't under the impression that he was going to be working with Kevin Cunningham in this fight. You know what I'm saying, I seen that he had went back with Dwight Frazier and Bobby. So I was like, okay, with those guys studying the tapes of a Hamza Sheeraz, breaking it down round by round, second by second, minute by minute, I knew that they would come up with the right game plan to defeat a Hamza Sheeraz. I knew they would. But going into one of your biggest fights of your career thus far, you go with a different trainer, a trainer that you don't have that much experience with, mind you, and you go with him instead of going with the people who got you to this dance pretty much. You don't come to the dance with this girl you've been dating. I'm saying, it's like this. You don't go to prom. Like, you go to prom. You go to prom with this girl you've been dating all through high school. But then you get to prom and you leave that girl in the car and you walk in with a different chick. You don't do that. And that's what Ammo did. The girlfriend, which is, no homo, the White and Bobby, they got you there, man. Stay with them. If you're going to break up with the girl after, do that. But let them give you the right instructions to go defeat one of the guys who might be your toughest task. Let them do that for you. Don't leave them. They got you here. They know you best. They know you in and out. They know your flaws. They know your pros, your cons. They know everything about you. So why leave them? If anything, if you're going to bring on a Cunningham, take those guys with you too. At least take one or two of them. Because they know you in and out. They know how you fight. They know, like I said, they know your pros, your cons. They know your good things and they know your bad things. You know what I'm saying? They know what you're most acceptable to. They know you. So you got to the dance with them. You should have left the dance with them. Now, and Hamza Sheeraz, that's a bad boy. Ammo hurt him in that fight. But trust me, in my opinion, if Ammo would have went to the dance with the people who bought him there, he would have came out the victorious one. I guarantee you that. Yes, sir. So like I was saying, that round has started. But what's next for Hamza Sheeraz? In my opinion, I think he could take on any of the guys up there at that middleweight division. The Carlos Adames, the Janabeks, the Laras. Janabek, I believe, have two titles, which is the WBO and I believe the IBF. We all know that Lara has the WBA and Carlos Adames have the WBC. Now, I think Hamza Sheeraz definitely beat a Lara. At this age, Hamza Sheeraz dethroned Lara. And I don't like Carlos Adames. His fighting style is not that fan-friendly to me. And he get beat by Hamza Sheeraz. A Janabek fight, I believe they said they tried to make that fight, but Janabek turned it down. So we're going to see what the future looking like, especially with Frank Warren backing his boy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see if they can get those fights made because I definitely think, I'm not going to say I definitely know that Hamza Sheeraz is definitely going to be a world champion. I definitely know he's going to be world champion. No questions asked. You think I'm wrong, you better ask your mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't rip off these shots and I don't let these hands fly if I ain't dead on with mine. And so like I said, trust me, I'm dead on with it. And if you feel like you want to debate me on that, hey, debate me in the comments. I'm saying, like I said, Cedric, Mr. Agnew, you know what I'm saying? You can hit me up, Google me, box rec me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I fought the names. I won the titles. I did what I did. But like I said, hit me up on IG at the podcast page, beyond_the_gloves21. And meet me in those comments. You know what I'm saying? If debate if and if the rebuttals or the debates good enough, I might bring you on. We gonna see what's cracking. But that's all what I gotta say about Hamza. We gonna get to the interview that Andre Ward had with Devin Haney. And we gonna see if Devin Haney, is he whining or is he whining? Let's get these shots off, man. I'm almost running out of water, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna try to get this fight done. Like I said, a championship fight is 12 rounds or less. But we got 12 rounds rapid fire, puppy. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna continue to rip these shots off and let these hands fly. You dig?
You are now listening to the Beyond the Gloves podcast. Subscribe now.
Subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep bringing y'all the greatest and the latest in boxing news and all news, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, because like I said, this is Beyond the Glove podcast. We don't just talk about boxing. Lately we have, because boxing's just been bubbling. You know what I'm saying? But I talk about a lot of other stuff as well. Mental health issues. I talk about daily relationship issues. I talk about life struggles. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. And we're going to talk about it. Let's go. So, the interview that Devin Haney had with you know what I'm saying, good brother Andre Ward, Tank commented and said, you know what I'm saying, basically get over it. And I heard in the interview, I watched the interview, it was like a 40-minute long interview. Y'all should check it out. Andre Ward podcast. It was on the Art of Ward. And sat down with brother Devin Haney. And Devin Haney was saying that he believed or he know that he had a great game plan going into that fight. The only thing that beat him was the PEDs. And in my opinion, no. Now, I don't know if I may have fought a fighter who was on PEDs. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know I never was on PEDs ever in my career. You know what I'm saying? I always done things the right way. And I just hope that everybody who I was fighting against made things on an even playing field. So with that being said, that hook he was getting hit with it too easy. And I believe he got a little bit concussed in that first round when he got caught with that shot. And he never was able to recover the right way. And throughout the duration of that fight, it just became worse and worse for them. Yeah, he had his spurts in that fight when Ryan would let him. Because Ryan was fighting in spurts. Ryan was fighting combination hard. Then he'll get into that dollar store Floyd shell, you know what I'm saying, and turn his back. And Devin wasn't ripping shots. He kept letting the referee break. And though you turn your back on me, I'm ripping them up. I'm coming around. I'm ripping. I'm gonna make you get up out that shell, that turtle shell you in. You don't come up out of it, because I'm not finna sit there and wait for you to turn your back on me. Turn your back on me and see what happens. Face down, yam up. You know what I'm saying? No homo. You know what I'm saying? Be out there with the Diddy cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, win. I'm not in here to play with you, man. And Devin let him off the hook. Now, do I think that Devin should quit talking about it? Yes. Quit talking about it. We don't want to hear it no more. You want 4 and 4.5, 4 some change million for your next fight, and you don't want nothing less. You don't want to take the million that Eddie Hearn was offering. for a tune-up. But in my opinion, I feel like you should. Oh, almost caught him with a shot after the bell. I ain't trying to get disqualified though, because I might have this win in my hands. But I ain't trying to get called for, you know what I'm saying, a technicality, you know what I'm saying, due to swinging after the bell. Because he might not be able to recover from it, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get back to it, Devin. Get it.
To rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Saying nothing.
Like I said, man, we finna continue to keep ripping these shots off, man. But we ain't got that much longer left. You know what I'm saying? We going into the 9th round, and we gonna continue to rip these shots off because that's all we can do. Let's get it, man. So, Devin, you fought the wrong fight. Do I think you should quit bringing it up? Yes. He said he want $4.5 million or whatever to fight Liam Pyro, you know what I'm saying, in Australia. And do I think, in my opinion, that's a winnable fight for Devin? Yes, I think that's definitely in my opinion, it's a guaranteed win for him. In my opinion. But Devin basically is looking at it from the stance of why y'all want to, because Eddie Hearn was like, take $1 million for a tune-up. And Devin was like, no. Because Devin is taking it from the standpoint of, I fought a man who was on PEDs. I still got my O back. I'm still undefeated. So pay me as an undefeated fighter. When I get you, and it's like, two things can be true. Yes, you undefeated, but the world don't recognize you as an undefeated fighter because of what they seen. They seen you get done dirty. They seen the casuals out there who don't know about the PEDs and the aspirin and the aspirin and the asteroid. They don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? So they just seen you lose. They seen you get beat like never before. You know what I'm saying? And they seen you lose. You know? They don't know about the aftermath of what happened. They don't know about all that. So they taking it from the standpoint of what they seen. And in their eyes, you're a fighter with a loss. Now I say you don't have to take a pay cut. You don't have to take the $1 million. Negotiate it. You know what I'm saying? But negotiating it, they're not gonna give you a tuna can to come back. They're not gonna pay you millions on top of millions on top of millions to fight nobody that the world, not even the casuals, will care about. They want to see you fight somebody, at least with a decent name, and then step into another big fight. But they ain't finna pay you these millions of dollars to fight nobody, especially if you know with the Turk involved. Big Turk want to see you fight. He want to see you fight. You know what I mean? But like I said, in my opinion, I think Devin should quit talking about it because at the end of the day, the world don't care about you, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you just like that. I'm going to tell you, hey, just like I tell everybody else, I'm going to give you straight honesty. The world don't care about you because at the end of the day, whether you fight or not, they're going to find somebody else to put in there and big up that person. They ain't going to stop over you. You're going to be just like this, gone with the wind. They ain't going to talk about you no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm still hitting after the bell, but let me get these shots off. They ain't going to care about you. You know what I'm saying? It's other fighters in the division who they can big up. And it's other fighters who's coming up who they're gonna big up. Whether that Ryan fight was your last fight, or whether you fight again. The boxing world is so fickle and they have short memories. So they're pretty much on the playing field of what have you done for me lately. And the latest thing you have done is complain and get your tail whooped by Ryan. So until you're able to prove yourself that you can come back from that, then you can start negotiating more on the playing field of getting your M's up. You can start negotiating more on that. But until then, like I said, in my opinion, I think Devin should stop talking about it, fight somebody, and get back to wrecking things. You dig? Let's get these shots off. Round 10. Canelo. Mr. Cinnamon. Mr. Cinnamon. Because people think Canelo is really a water walker. I say Canelo used to be a water walker. And I say that very, 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 very humbly. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Mr. Cinnamon or his Cinnabons out there. I'm not trying to do that. We ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that. We gonna respect Canelo. And by respecting Canelo, we gonna give y'all the things he have done in the past and see if y'all still look at him the same, because most casuals don't know these things. But we gonna break it down. I mean, we gonna break it down. I'm gonna bust him up and we're gonna break him down. We're gonna split him down the middle, you know what I'm saying? So let me get to it. Like I said, I don't want to get away from my notes. I want to stay on topic, but I also want to give y'all the true facts on these things, so that I'm reporting, good, accurate news, because I'm not trying to be out here false flagging or nothing like that. So let's go. Let's get to it. One thing I want to get to. So we finna demolish this theory right here already. Once I find this, and I'm on that. Yep. Okay. Mr. Canelo. Mr.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
Boy, Mr.
Man, you fight with nobody.
Let's get to it. Now, Canelo, yes, he was a water walker. Canelo is not that water walker right now. He's not. He's not that water walker. Canelo got beat by Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Went on a streak then, and then fought Bivol. Got beat by him. I told people here get beat by him. Now let's rewind it a little bit, because people was like, he went up, challenged Kovalev for the WBO title, I believe it was, and he beat him. Now, what I want y'all to do is go on y'all phones, y'all tablets, y'all iPads, y'all laptops, y'all computers, desktop, whatever you want to do. Now, let me let y'all know something real quick. Go box rec Sergey Kovalev. And let's see. All right there. Hold up. Okay. Sergey Kovalev. When he fought Anthony Yard. Now, I got dates for you. He fought Anthony Yard August 24th of 2019. And those of you know what I'm saying, he knocked out Anthony Yard in the 11th round in a hard-fought battle, a back-and-forth fought battle. Anthony Yard had Kovalev out on his feet a few times, hurt him plenty of times in that fight. That was a rough fight for Kovalev. When I say rough, the fight was rough for him, man. Like, most people didn't think he'd make it out that fight. But through the grace of his power, at the end of the day, the last thing to leave is your power. He still had power. And Anthony Yard was a very exhausted Anthony Yard by that time. I'm saying, who never fought at that stage and got knocked out. Right? Okay. Then fast forward. Canelo challenged Canelo challenged Kovalev. Now, still in 2019, he fought in August. The fight with Canelo was November 2nd. So what that mean? November 2nd. So I'm going to tell you what that mean. That mean Kovalev don't even have no time to recover from that fight. He got to go right back into training camp. He can't go rest. He can't go recover from this beating that he was in, this back and forth battle that he was in. He can't go recover. He got to go back into training because he was just offered an opportunity as well. Because Canelo, he is the cash cow. He missed the
show me the money.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't really turn down a fight of that magnitude, bringing in that type of money. But he had to go get ready. On top of getting ready for that fight, Canelo, get this off real quick. This is my knockout blow. Canelo put the man in the claws. Oh! Let's go. Let's finish getting these punches in. Back on Canelo. So, like I said, put the man in the claws. So, the fight was definitely a win for Canelo. Like Canelo of that caliber. Like, the man never recovered from the Yard fight. Never was going to be that same fighter. You know, if he was that same crusher that stepped in there with me, that same crusher that stepped in there with Andre Ward, he would have crushed Canelo, but he wasn't that same fighter. So, with that being said, do I think Canelo is out there cherry picking now? Definitely cherry picking. Because Bivol was definitely a cherry pick going wrong. And like I told people, Bivol was going to win that fight. Now, the fight that he just had with, he fought Munguia, beat Munguia. I felt like he carried him a little bit, but by carrying him a little bit, he's showing the consumers, people who's paying for his fight. He's showing the spectators, people who's looking for his fights. He's showing the boxing casuals, the one who don't really know about his fights, and he's showing the hardcores that he gonna fight with whoever he want. Y'all gonna pay for it, but he's showing y'all that by him carrying him, he's showing y'all that the guy was never on his level to begin with. Then, when he fought Mr. Berlanger, Baloney, Mahoney, whatever. When he fought him, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, when they heard the fight was announced, they didn't want their fight, man. Canelo, they didn't want the fight. They didn't want it. Once it happened, once it was there, Puerto Rico came out for Mr. Mahoney, whatever his name is. They came out for him, you know, and they supported him. But I knew the only way that the fight would be a little entertaining if he got dirty, and he did that. And they thought just because he did a few hip thrusts and a few low blows, hitting the man behind the head, you know what I'm saying? He was in the fight. The man never won a round, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? He got dropped. Nasty. Berlanger. Bomb. Canelo fighting bombs. You know what I'm saying? Next opponent he might pick, bomb. And we don't keep getting shots off because we keep dropping these. You did. We gonna continue, man. We got one more round. We got one more round to get this fight over with, man. Because if they go the distance and Canelo's up on these scorecards, it's gonna be looking real ugly for me. You did. So let's get to it. Like I said, always make sure you tune in.
You are now listening to the Beyond the Gloves podcast. Subscribe now.
Turn this podcast up so I can turn y'all on. You did. We're gonna continue to rip Canelo because, like I said, bomb Bomb action. You know what I'm saying? Is he slowing down? Yes. We can continue to rip Canelo because I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to say what I say. And if y'all don't like it, I really don't care, man. Because I ain't here to give y'all the glimpse and the glamours without giving y'all the rough and the ragged. So let's continue. Do I think Canelo's scared? No, he's not scared. Canelo have made his legacy already. Canelo's not into making legacy fights no more. Canelo is now just interested. He's only interested in the bag. He asked for $200 million, knowing that he ain't gonna get it because he is definitely not fighting Benavidez. Definitely not fighting him. Because let me tell you what's gonna happen. If he do get that $200 million, if he do, well, let's just be optimistic here. Let's just say they negotiate the fight and he get $180 million, $150 million to fight Benavidez. You stupid if you don't think he gonna put Benavidez in a weight class. You stupid. Because weight for Canelo was never an issue. He just said the man don't bring nothing to the fight but 20 pounds. Berlanger said on record he entered the ring on fight night at 205. So you telling me Benavidez don't come in at more than 205 pounds? No. Yes, he's a naturally bigger man, but he's not coming in no more than 205. He might come in at 205, 200, 208. You know what I'm saying? But if you really him, then you'll do it. But I don't think you Timothy. There's only one Timothy around here. You hear me? One. You dig? And you ain't him. You ain't walking like that, man. You ain't talking like that. You ain't gonna never fight Benavidez. Hey, for those of you who out there, I'm gonna look right at y'all right here. Right here. This is coming from Cedric. The big stepper, not the little one. Canelo. Say it right here, right? Canelo is never fighting Benavidez. Never fighting him. He will fight David Morrell before he fight Benavidez. David Morrell before he fight Benavidez. He's not fighting Benavidez. If Benavidez beat Bivol, he's not fighting Benavidez either. He said he's only interested in the Bivol fight. Which if Bivol go in there and destroy Benavidez, he's not fighting Bivol again either. I'm giving it to y'all raw, real, and uncut. Get Canelo, bomb himself out of here, man, because he don't want it, man. You dig? So that's that, man. 12 rounds of rapid fire. You know what I'm saying? We got our 12 rounds off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you ain't know now, you know, this is the Beyond the Gloves podcast. Make sure y'all always tune in with me. You know what I'm saying? Turn me up. I'm about to turn this on. You did. Tap in with my Instagram page, Beyond the Gloves 21. That's Beyond _ Gloves 21. Tap in my Facebook page, Beyond the Gloves 21. Tap in on my YouTube page. Y'all know what it is, Beyond the Gloves 21. And follow me. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what's up. And like I said, if your rebuttal was good enough to anything I gotta say, hey, we gonna come on podcast. You can rebut me on here. Hey, so because like I said, I stand on what I say. And I'm not lying. I've been to the mountaintop in this boxing career, man. I fought champions. We did the pay-per-views, the HBOs. You know what I'm saying? We did that. You know what I'm saying? We done it. We know what's there. We peeped behind those curtains. We seen what was back there. Trust me, it wasn't Diddy. We seen what was back there, man. You know what I'm saying? We walked in those dressing rooms. We talked with those managers. We met with those promoters. And they didn't have baby oil with them. You know what I'm saying? Especially $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did that, man. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, continue to tap in with me. I'm going to continue to turn up. And we're going to continue to bring good ratings to this podcast. We're going to continue to make these subscribers go up, man. Y'all keep subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep liking the posts, the shorts, and we're going to continue to keep turning it up, man. So until next time, like the best time, remember, this is...
You are now listening to the Beyond the Gloves podcast. Subscribe now.